Hello, Andy Graham of Hobo Traveler. I'm at the John Deere Harvester World Headquarters, but I'm at one of the plants, I think. It's on like 1100 Street or something like that. I just punched it into the thing. I hope, and I guess they have a tour. Now, here's the Maggie Van 2. I used to have one, I don't know, 20 years ago that I traveled around the United States in. I'm at the John Deere Harvester Works. Now with the GPS, you just type in the word D-E-E-R-E and it'll pull it up. This is on the 1100 or something like that. I used to drive a John Deere 4020, 12-speed automatic transmission, autostatic transmission or something like that. Diesel. So I spent many hours on one of those things. So it's kind of my tractor of choice. I used to drive a bunch of international C's, H's, and things like that too. Spent about 12 years working on a farm. Over here seems to be a big mill over there or something like that. Who knows? Maybe after the tour I'll know. Tour's supposed to be an hour and a half. I hope I get there. I think there's one at 10 o'clock. I'm a little early. I just got a little worried about my car, so I went and got an oil change here in Moline. I'm in Moline, Illinois. Okay, Andy Graham at John Deere Harvester Works, or John Deere. It's a tractor company. Gotta love my tractor. Hello, it's Andy Graham of Hobo Traveler. I'm at the John Deere Pavilion. It's about, I don't know, 5 miles away from the actual factory that you can take a visit of. They didn't have a tour for about an hour and a half, so I decided to come down here and take a look. It's possible I skipped this whole factory tour. Pavilion is what it said on the internet. It was to do with looking at it more from a world view, whatever that means. But I'm gonna. It's pretty nice building. I think it's right on the end of a bus stop, so anybody internationally that was traveling around could take the bus here and look around. And I'm hoping they let me take my camera in, because they won't let you do that in the factory. So, quite a nice place, big Radisson plot. You know, it looks like they have a lot of what do you call it, shopping and stuff like that for the tourists. So it's, you know, tourists need shopping, otherwise they're not very happy. I'm not a tourist, guys. I'm a world traveler. Okay, I'll shut this off for a minute and go inside and see what's going on. Hello, it's Andy Graham of Hobo Traveler. I'm in the John Deere Pavilion, trying to learn a little history about John Deere, the blacksmith. Of course, we're talking about tractors, guys. So I want you to realize this is probably, well, that's not totally true. Okay, the legacy of John Deere. I truly don't really care that much about all the modern equipment. What I wanted to know was what made this man create a business that's been around for 100 years. What happened was, according to this sign, he was born in Rutland, Vermont. He was out in Vermont. That's where he started his first what do you call it, blacksmith shop. He was a blacksmith. He started 2 of them. They both burned down, and then basically all his investors wanted money. He actually was risked debtor's prison. I didn't know the United States had a debtor's prison. But he took off for Grand Detour, Illinois, where he started it up again. And looks like his first invention was a plow, which was self-cleaning. So somehow this self-scouring steel plow. So this was his first invention. So the novelty and whatever. So his blacksmith shop burned down twice. He was right around 1836, and then he moved to Grand Tour. Then as the factory grew, he realized he couldn't ship things in and out, so he moved to Moline. So Moline is not truly, it's basically where the factories are at and all that stuff. So after that, it's just sort of modern history. But he came up with a few different inventions, and it's interesting because you kind of lose track of the innovative spirit that drove these men. This man must have he saw a need, and then he recognized the need, and then he created a product. Now, I personally believe that the innovation of yesteryears are sort of being lost as people can't even change their oil. So here's a tractor. I'm going to try to show you pretty quickly some of the older tractors. It says kerosene. I don't know why. Maybe it ran on kerosene. Maybe it was a steam one. Gasoline engine comes. Okay, here's a tractor that's close to my tractor of choice. I drove a John Deere 4020 for years without the duals. Later they put some duals on it. They put duals on these things. Oh, that axle's not long enough to put duals on, I don't think. A breakdown. It's a diesel engine. See if it's got the 12-speed automatic. Oops. They don't want me to get on it. Roughly what I was driving. A little bit smaller, I think. But we baled hay commercially and took to the Brighton mushroom farm in Indiana. So what happened was you would be I'd be driving this tractor. Oops, sorry for moving so fast. I'd be driving this tractor around, about 5 or 6 miles to the thing. I do appreciate their thing because it does say that John Deere was a blacksmith. I truly believe that all innovators are basically highly mechanical and understands the basic, what would you call it, algorithm or step-by-step process that happens in any kind of thing, because everything in life is a step-by-step process. So what I like to do is, like, I want to go see the Warren Buffett. I want to see, maybe I can understand how he thinks. Whoa, I've never seen a machine like this. Whatever that is. Autonomous tractor. What does that mean? Autonomous. It's separated from something. Autonomous. Here's a huge combine, I guess. Yeah. For wheat or oats or whatever. Yeah, they even got some fake oats there. It's pretty wide. They measure these things by the width. Anymore, most of the tractors that the average farmer would be driving would probably be something like this one. I'm going to end it here. I'm proud of John Deere because it's one of the few businesses that is truly international. Now the Czech and the Russian tractors are probably, I see more, but I still do see John Deere. Then I also see Caterpillar on my world travels. I've been to, traveling for 14 years, went to 90 countries. So I'm one of the few perpetual travelers, but pretty proud of John Deere. The company has proceeded to be competitive in a world market, it seems. They're actually building on to the other factory. I'll leave you with these. I'll give one final thing that's kind of fun. This is a flywheel and a clutch and all this stuff, and they used to hook on big belts on these. I actually did this one time when I was a kid. Put a big belt on there, then process the wheat or something. Okay, Andy Hobo Traveler in the John Deere Pavilion in Moline, Illinois. I'm going to put this on the end because I didn't realize that John Deere made some big payloaders. I have never seen these abroad. All I've ever seen is Cats and Kubota or whatever that other one is. Here's also a, what do you call it? Bulldozer. I hope they get in the market. I hope they, I see these things worldwide because American economy really just isn't competing. Andy, Hobo Traveler. Okay, a little comedy at the end. When I was a kid, I started out working on the farm from, I don't know, 12 to 22, 23, a couple years in university. I worked for a boss named Emery Spade. His nickname was supposed Buster, so we called him Buster Spade. He had, I don't know, 125 cows, and we baled. All the seed companies, all the tractor companies, everybody would give him a hat. And so every once in a while you'd have to go in and get a new hat. And, you know, a cap, like a baseball cap, but it said John Deere. I always wore a John Deere hat. And I actually wore it backwards, not because it was fashionable, because I wanted to get sun on my face and not get this farmer tan thing so when I went out. But the goal was to keep the hair out of my eyes, because I had hair halfway down my back, which was counter stuff to it. But basically I'm laughing. I didn't get a hat. It used to be I would go to the Farm Bureau or something and get a hat. I want a hat. Where's my hat, John Deere? I feel like I'm missing out. Okay, Andy Hobo Traveler, give me my hat.